Well, the onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Kappa.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
First down. And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
A first carry for the all-pro running back. It's Josh Jacobs. And taken down just shy of the 40. The Niners at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. When you look at this defense, they enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Baylor Tiger. Ready.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Herbert. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. To the air, Williams. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw, Williams. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing again here, Williams. They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And the Niners are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well.
Touchdown, 49ers! Devontae Adams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
Extra point by Ryan, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Niners 10, Cardinals nothing.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too. That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
48 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. They'll come up 2nd and 7 as they've got it as we resume action. He completes this to Sutton. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Devontae Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. The extra point by Ryland up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's Williams. Connects with Kittle underneath. Loose inside the 30. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian McCaffrey, 54 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Niners 17, Cardinals 7.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
At their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. They snap it to Herbert. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You want some explanations.
So no gain on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Throwing is Williams. We'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
Touchdown, Cardinals! Christian McCaffrey. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals have cut it back within a score.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked to his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Here's Herbert. The connection with his running back, Josh Jacobs. Still going inside the 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Josh Jacobs, 65 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. To throw, it's Williams. Throw inside, McCaffrey's got it. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
A gain of 2.
This is second and 8.
At the 49ers' 42-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams.
Connects with Kittle underneath. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
At the 23-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Williams.
And he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
More yards.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Christian McCaffrey
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Cardinals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. And it's going to be caught by Sutton. Down the sideline he goes. Cortland Sutton.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Cortland Sutton as the first half is winding down.
And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Cardinal first down.
What is it on?
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
Wonder how they did it. Wonder if they twitched a little bit up front, you know, a little subtle head movement that the officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt.
Oh, they get to the football, and it's blocked. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Left side caught by Diggs. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete to Diggs. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds and being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're really locked in on offense.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. To the air once more, Williams. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Good reaction
options there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. They'll look to throw again. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
From the gun, here's Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one in second down.
It leads to second.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Williams going to look to throw again. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Caleb Williams, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are back within a score. Aubrey now for the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Niners 31, Cardinals 28.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And the 49ers.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Crowd right.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
First down.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Again, Herbert. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
just shy of the 20.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass. And this one nearly intercepted. That one might need to go back to the drawing board. Almost a disaster. And it winds up just an incomplete pass, though.
The offense on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10.
To the air, Williams. That is caught. And he's going to have the Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Throwing again here, Williams. They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positive.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Aubrey good with the PAT.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
49ers 31.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
5-9, 5-9. Ready.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find his man, Kraft. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Oh, good-looking return set up here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Williams. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make the play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing is Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now. They'll go. Here's Williams. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. McCaffrey running up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. He's back to throw.
He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Niners take over 1st and 10.
This is 1st and 10.
22-yard line.
Set. 380. Ready.
Herbert. Pass complete. It's Adams.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
16 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Go. Wide in.
Now Herbert.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
The left side throw complete to Adams.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
A big play here. 3rd and 2.
Set.
Herbert to throw.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
I'm starting to wonder here, are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield. I think they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play, has him in field goal range with a chance to win.
So it all rides now on the foot of the kicker, Chad Ryland.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is good. And Union Street will be hopping tonight. The 49ers have won it.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for San Francisco, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves.